Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is multi-tenancy UI web application. Let's suppose you have one UI web app that may be in React app or Angular app. Now you need to host that as a multi-tenant. I mean, you need to deploy that on different customers or within the same customer, you need to host that with the sub department or in the sub agencies or subsidiary of that customer. Those are not using single tenant, they are using multi-tenant. Okay, so how to configure multi-tenancy for your web applications? So there are three key area where you need to make configuration. One is you need to do configuration in at Keycloak configuration. I mean, at Keycloak side, you can have configurations of your identity provider. You can define your roles, users, and groups. Also, you can have a single realm. Under that, you can define your multiple client app. Let's suppose in this diagram, you can see this is the high level architecture diagram for multi-tenancy UI web application. Okay. So here in realm, you can create single realm. Under that, you can create multiple client app, or based on your requirement, you can also go multiple realm as per number of client app. One realm, under that you can create one client app. But here this is the example which is more suitable, where you can have a single realm and you can create multiple web app client under that, and you can define users, you can define roles, and then you can do the grouping of users, and you can define UI themes, and then identity providers. Identity providers can be multiple. That is few are example here: OpenID Connect, SAML, and OAuth 2.0, and social login. Social login can be Facebook, GitHub, LinkedIn, Google, many more. Right. So let's suppose one client app is using another social login, and another can use a different, or one is using Azure AD, another might be using the on-prem AD or LDAP or any other identity provider. So identity provider would be different or same for these or these client app. That's the reason if you have four identity provider, you have to create four client app. Okay. Right. So here this multi-tenant configuration or identity provider configuration would be taken care by Keycloak with the help of realm and client app. Right. And access related things also can be done at Keycloak level. Role related things also can be done at Keycloak level. What would be the themes for login of each client app that you can do at client app level, a redirect URL. So various configuration you can have on a Keycloak site. So this is high level design document. So I'm just sharing few of them. Then what would be the next step? Let's suppose you're using Azure DevOps. Then Azure DevOps site, your code repository would be single, right? And you can create multiple pipelines. Let's suppose you have three tenant or three client app. Three tenant means you define three. Here is example of four. So let us take four. Let's suppose you have four tenant. Then you'll be creating four client app. And for those four client app, there would be app specific configuration variable. Those variable you can define into YAML pipeline. So code repository, you can say UI repo. That is single. However, on top of that, you can create multiple pipeline. You can see here YAML pipeline 1, for that would be for client app 1, and or tenant 1 you can say. YAML pipeline 2 for client app 2, 3, 4 similarly. but source code is common for all pipeline. Whenever any change would be done on the source code or repository, and then this pipeline would be trigger if you define them as a auto trigger, right? And then on Azure side, what do you need to do? You need to create a separate static web app. SWA indicate here static web app. Let's suppose I have agency 1, agency 2, agency 3, 4, or it can be customer 1, customer 2, customer 3, and 4, right? Which are using different tenant. So here on Azure portal, I can create number of static web app for my React UI or Angular UI, right? And this pipeline would be deploying this, would do the build and deploy. Once they during the build, this environment variable or app configuration variable would be injected, and then they will work according to respective tenant. Okay, so this is all about. So what is beauty of this? Basically, three places you need to do the changes. One is Keycloak. Second one is pipeline level. Why multiple pipeline? Because your client app variables are different, which are app specific. So number of pipeline equal to number of client app, and then number of static web app services you will be hosting on the Azure, which would be running for respective, you can say, clients or tenants. So this is all about. Hope it is clear for everyone. If you have any doubt, you can add into comment. And this diagram is giving you the direction that what are the changes and where we need to do those changes, and we need to increase number of pipeline and number of static web app as per the client app which you define into Keycloak with their respective identity provider. So that is all as part of this video. Thank you very much. See you in next video.